Hi guys, how you doing? Hacker Single Figures. It's December, it's Christmas, as you can tell by the Christmas tree there in the background. So it feels like a good time to check back in on my goals from the year and see how I've actually done and if I've made any progression at all, and whether I've got a single figure handicap, which I think we all know hasn't been the case. So let's have a look and see how we got on. Okay guys, so this season hasn't been the season I wanted it to be, for lots of reasons. If you saw the early video, you'll know that I had golfer's elbow. If you follow me on social media, you'll know that I've whinged about that quite a lot this year. I think we're kind of getting there with it, but still playing up a little bit. Also, I haven't played as much golf as I wanted because of the golfer's elbow. And a few other things this year. I've not had as many lessons. I think I've probably only had 3 lessons this year, because James has been really busy. I haven't been able to practice and have lessons because of golfer's elbow, so it's been pointless having lessons because I couldn't practice. So there's been a bit of that. And the other thing that I didn't really account for making as much difference as it has was I changed golf course this year. So I've been at the Manor Golf Club for about 8 years, and this year I moved to Howley Hall Golf Club, which is probably as close to where I live. I don't know if anyone's ever played it, but if you haven't, you should. So I became a member there. 8 of us went from the Manor, and geez, it was hard. I don't think any of us realised how difficult it was going to be and how much changing a golf course can affect you. So of the 8 of us, of our 4-ball, we had an 8 handicap. We had me who was, I was 16, an 18 handicap and a 14 handicap. And for the first probably, I don't know, 10 rounds or so, we were struggling to break 100. Just like the greens were so much faster, you had to know where to put the ball on the green to have a chance of even 2-putting. If you're the wrong side, you were 3-putting all day long. It was just really, really hard. You had to be on the fairway. You had to know exactly how to play the course to have a chance of scoring. So that was a real big wake-up call. So yeah, all those things have all contributed to where my golf game is at right now. So, on to the positives. There aren't many. The positives this year. Firstly, I got to play Royal Birkdale, which was immense. It was so good. It was such a good day. I wrote a blog about it. You might have read it. The front 9, we played the 9s in reverse, so we started on 10. So 10 to 18, played out my skin. I think I played to 4. It was just awesome. Massively enjoyed that. It was a brilliant day. And I also got to play Monterey in Portugal, which again, there's a video you can check out just there, or go back on the channel and you'll be able to find that video. Monterey is just a superb golf course. If you go to Portugal to play golf, you go to the Algarve, you've got to check out Monterey. It is just different class. It's a different gravy. And I also got to play Celtic Manor, which was all right. The 2010 I wasn't massively overfussed on, but the Montgomery I thought was ace. And I also won this, hang on. So it's hidden on the mantelpiece because my wife hates trophies. But I also got this, which is our little club, our little a group of us play for the Blazer. So yeah, I won this trophy, which is quite nice. The first trophy for the Blazer. So that was good. I'll just leave that there so you can see it. So in terms of my scoring, no, I didn't get a single figure. I started at 16.1. I did manage to drop my handicap, which was I was pretty pleased with, to be honest, given the season. Got down to 14.6 was the lowest. It's back up to 15.0 now. And I've tracked a lot of rounds with Golf Shake this year, as I always do. I use their app to track because I do it while I'm playing, so I find that much easier. And that's been really useful for me to be able to see where I'm at with my game. What I really like is, at the end of the year, I can look over my stats. And it tells me what handicap level a certain part of my game is playing to. And it just tells its own story. So I'm just looking at it now. So around the green, scrambling, I'm playing to a handicap level of 27. Sand saves, I'm playing to a handicap of 24. Putting, I'm playing to 23. You know, my average puts per round are 35. You know, penalties, it's not too bad. Pars made, I'm playing to 17. Birdies converted, I'm playing to 28. So I'm missing so many chances. Fairways in regulation, that's not too bad. According to this, it didn't feel like that this year. But, you know, the score tracker stuff is really interesting because you can really drill down on your game. My lowest round of the year was an 80, which was at Alton Hall. And that was, I was actually on for my first sub 70 round, which was a bit annoying because I blew it in the last hole. And I finished with an 80, which is slightly annoying. So, yeah, all in all, a pretty forgettable season. Am I going to be going again next year? Damn bloody right I am. And the reason being, this challenge was always about, for me, this challenge was always about having a golf game that I could go to any course, anywhere, and play well and have consistency in my, knowing what I was going to get when I played. Having a consistent golf swing. And being able to play and get around in a reasonably good score every time. Obviously, I'm an amateur golfer, I'm a club golfer, so there's always going to be holes when shots that I don't play well. But I wanted to be more consistent, and I still want that. And this year, 2017, I'm really focused on actually doing it properly. Getting a plan from the very beginning of the year of what I need to work on and how I'm going to work on it, and putting it into plan like you would do in business. You'd put a strategy and you put a plan together. And that's just not what I've done when I've been doing this process. So I'm going to really focus on doing it that way this year. And seeing if I can get my handicap down to that single figure that I want. Because I figure that, you know, if you play any sport, it doesn't matter what it is, you don't just do it to make up the numbers. You do it to compete, and you do it to, you enjoy it more if you play well. You know what it's like when you're playing golf. If you have a great round, you feel so much better than when you're struggling and you're shanking it, or you're hooking it, or you're slicing it, or you're missing putts left, right and centre. It's no fun. It's not enjoyable. And that's what I want to get out of my game. So, 2017, my goal is single figure. I'm going to be trying to do much more content this year because hopefully I'm going to be able to play more. I'm still trying to figure out how that's going to work, how it's going to look. As soon as I do know, I will obviously let you guys know. And hopefully, you know, if anybody else is trying to do this at the same time as me, trying to get a single figure this year, let me know, and we can, maybe you can give me some tips and things you're working on, things that work for you, and vice versa. So, yeah, hope you all have a bloody brilliant new year. Yeah, don't drink too much. And get on the golf course on New Year's Day and blow off those cobwebs. All right, guys, talk to you soon.